Welcome to the Physiology Talk Show. Today's topic is lipids, and today we have two very special guests, Delanee and Melody, from our local university, UCLA.
Melody and I are going to be talking about the different kinds of lipids and what they do.
Lipids are a group of naturally occurring molecules in everyday life. Some molecules include cholesterol, fatty acids, polymers, steroids, and many more.
So what is cholesterol and how does it help the body?
Well, cholesterol is a fat in the blood.
It is essential to the cell membrane, brain, nerve cells, and bile.
Cholesterol helps the body absorb fats and fat-soluble vitamins, but can also be very dangerous if you have high cholesterol levels in your bloodstream, which can lead to having a stroke.
So how does it help the body?
It helps the body by making vitamin D and other hormones necessary.
Wow, I did not know that, since most people end up having higher levels of cholesterol later in life. What other lipids do you know about?
Many, but another interesting one is fatty acids.
Fatty acids are basically a long hydrocarbon chain attached by a carboxyl group. Carboxyl groups are weak acids, dissociating partially to release hydrogen ions.
That's right, and fatty acids come from animals, vegetable fats, and oils.
So, speaking of fats, what is the difference between saturated fats, unsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats, and monounsaturated fats?
Well, saturated fats are molecules that don't have any double carbon bonds, while unsaturated fats have one or more double carbon bonds. Saturated fats are found mainly in animal foods. Meat and dairy products are often high in saturated fat. Examples include fatty beef, lamb, pork, chicken with skin, whole milk, cream, butter, cheese, and ice cream.
Polyunsaturated fats have two or more double carbon bonds. Polyunsaturated fats are found mostly in plant-based oils such as soybean oil, corn oil, and sunflower oil. Trans fats are different from these types of fats. This process includes adding hydrogen to liquid vegetables, otherwise called hydrogenated oils.
Isn't there monosaturated fats also? Mono means one, but how does mono and saturated fat mix together?
Yes, there is monosaturated fats. These are the healthier fats. I know it's hard to believe that there are good fats for you, but there are. These fats include olive oil, avocados, and nuts.
That's so helpful to determine what's good for your body and what's not. Now, what's the difference between monomers and polymers?
So, a monomer is singular, and it makes up polymers by bonding it to other identical monomers.
Speaking of molecules, dehydration synthesis is a process where two molecules join together, following the removal of water. Basically, it means there was a loss of water after the two molecules joined together.
Well, molecules sound like a very important component in the body. What are some other lipids that are very important that everyone should know?
Well, glycerol is a structural component of many major lipids.
Glycerol is colorless and odorless and is a key component of another lipid, the triglyceride. Along with glycerol, triglycerides also contain 3 fatty acid groups, depending on carboxyl groups. If high concentrations of this are found in blood, it means there is a high risk of having a stroke.
Another important component under the lipid topic is phospholipids. Phospholipids consist of a glycerol molecule, 2 fatty acids, and a phosphate group that is modified by an alcohol.
Okay, so phospholipids are like the base form for many molecules or glycerol that contribute to the body. Are there any other important lipids I should know about?
Yes, another very important one, hydrolysis.
This is a chemical reaction in which water is used to break down a compound, meaning it has to break a covalent bond by adding a water molecule across the bond. Hydrolysis is pretty much the opposite of dehydration synthesis.
Another type of lipid is steroids. This is any large class of organic compounds with a molecular structure that has 4 rings of carbon bonds.
Steroids include many hormones, alkaloids, and vitamins.
The last lipid we will be talking about are main carb food sources.
These include bread, beans, milk, popcorn, potatoes, cookies, spaghetti and pasta, soft drinks, corn, and pies.
Alright, thank you so much, Delaney and Melody, for coming in and talking to us about lipids. I learned a lot, and I'm sure everyone else watching did too.
Of course, we were glad to be invited.
Thanks so much for having us. We were glad to teach people about the different types of lipids.